Hi everyone, Jules here from Hope Vineyard. Welcome to Wednesday midweek reflection. So I've been thinking a bit this week about the story of Jesus feeding the 5,000, which can be found in Matthew chapter 14, starts at verses 12. And I'll paraphrase the first bit for you. Jesus has been teaching and preaching and having many followers come to him. He's been healing and showing compassion upon them, and this large crowd has formed. It's now getting to the end of the day. The people are starting to get hungry, and the disciples, Jesus' helpers and followers, are starting to get a bit worried about this huge crowd needing to be fed soon. They're in a remote place. There's not the local Sainsbury's around the corner. And Jesus says to them, they don't need to go away to find their food. You give them something to eat. And their disciples say, but all we have got are 5 loaves and 2 fish. That's it. The crowds were huge. How on earth are we going to do this? And Jesus just took it and said thank you to his heavenly Father for it and prayed a blessing over it. And they managed to dish this food out to 5,000 men, plus all the women and children that would have been there too. And at the end of the meal, there were still 12 baskets full of leftovers. And I think in the midst of the busyness of life, with homeschooling 3 kids, with lockdown measures, worries, settling into a new place, we've just moved into the area back from living overseas for a couple of years. And there's been loads, and there have been days when I have felt absolutely frazzled, full of nothing that I could give at all. And I think God's just been saying to me, it's okay, just bring what you've got, show up with what you've got, and I'll do the rest. And I think that that's a way that he can bless us practically, with practical revisions and resources in a time when jobs are being lost, finances are getting tighter, food is getting harder to find. He can bless us, and we can trust in him to provide for all our needs. And also emotionally and spiritually too. Show up with what you've got, and he will perform the miracle to do the rest. And just to finish with, in the book of Proverbs, which is a book in the middle of the Bible, full of wisdom and helpful phrases. This is one I also keep coming back to, which I think fits in. So it's Proverbs 3 verse 5, and it's trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your paths straight. So trusting in him, he's shown up many times in my life and in the Bible that we can fall back upon to know that he is trustworthy and that we can trust in him. We don't have to lean on our own understanding of ways that we would work out how to do everything, making plans for the future, putting food on the table. We don't need to lean on our own understanding. If we acknowledge him in all our ways, that he is our Heavenly Father who loves us and cares for us and shows up for us, and he will make our path straight, the paths that lead to him. So I hope that's of some encouragement to you, and I hope you'll have a wonderful rest of your week. Lots of love. Bye.